Friends, Naji here. Welcome back. So we are continuing our discussion with Python, and in this video we will be discussing on while loop. While loop will continue to execute a block of code while some condition remains true. Okay, so it's a loop, right? So this will continue to execute until some conditions remains true. So if we say some real world example, we can say that while my dogs are still hungry, keep feeding my dogs. Okay, so it's a continuous loop, and we can look into its basic syntax. So while some condition, okay, so this is the while, and some condition, some boolean condition is true, then it will do something here, okay, and when it fails, it will execute the else condition. Okay, so this is the basic syntax for while loop. So we can do some coding, then we can understand more about it. Okay, so I have opened a Colab notebook. Here I have just run a test thing, just printing a test to ensure that it's working fine. So we are good. So what I am going to do, I am going to initialize a variable called x. Okay, now I want to print between maybe 0 to 5. I need to print. Okay, for that what I am going to use, I am going to use while loop, and here I am going to write a condition here. Okay, so that is x is less than 5. Okay, I want to print like number between 0 to 5. Okay, then here I can do a print. The value, I can say that the value of x is, I can say this is the x. Okay, so if we execute that, let's see what will happen. Okay, so first it will come to here. Okay, then this will try to evaluate x is less than 5. So we can just, let me add a cell here, and we can try this. Okay, let me execute this. See, this will return a boolean value. So this is true, right? So if I say maybe if I say like 10 is less than 5. Okay, so this will return a false. Okay, so in this way, if you, I just deleted that. So if we say like while x is less than 5, then this will be evaluated. So the current value of x is 0, right? So 0 is less than 5, which will return a true. So let me say it here, type it here. The 0 is less than 5, just execute this. This is true, right? So what will happen? So this will, it will enter to this loop. Then this particular loop will continue to, I mean this particular print will be executed, that is print the value of x is 0. Okay, now it will again go here. Okay, it will again come to here, then the value of x is still 0. Okay, we are not changing that. So what happened, this is again this will start executing, and this will go to a infinite loop. Okay, so to avoid that, maybe let me show that, let me execute this. You can see that, let me execute this. Okay, runtime is disconnected, so it is connecting again. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's connecting. Okay, now let me initialize this x is equal to 0. Okay, now we can execute this. Okay, so if we can see that this is running in a infinite loop. Okay, so to our, so let me stop this. I can stop it here. Okay, or maybe sometimes like I can go and type interrupt execution, or I can restart the session. Okay, so to avoid this, or we need to change the value of x. For that I am just adding one value with x. So here, as we said, the initial value of x is 0, 0 is less than 5, which is true, then this will print. Then we are incrementing the value of x. So now the value of x is 1, then 1 is less than 5, which is also true, then it will print the 1. Then 1 plus 1, again it is 2, then 2 is less than 5, which is also true, then this is also will print until it is 5. Okay, so 5 less than 5, like, right? We can check here, 5 less than 5, 5 less than 5. Okay, let me execute this. So this is false, right? So whenever this is false, this while loop will stop executing. Okay, so what we can do, as I said, we can add a else also. Here I can say that print execution is complete. Okay, now let me execute this. So here we can say that x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the execution is complete. Okay, so this is how the while loop is working. Okay, so similar to for loop that we have discussed, here also we can add a break statement also. Okay, for example, I can say that here I can say if x equal to 2, then break the loop. You can write a break here. Okay, so now let me execute this. We can see what will happen. We can see the result. Okay, because now I need to reinitialize the x. So here let me initialize the x is equal to 0. Now let me run it again. See, here we can see that here 0 is there and 1 is there, then x is equal to 2. Okay, here we can see that x is equal to 0, then it is 0 is there, then it will increment. Okay, then when x is equal to 1, this will increment and it will check that the value of x is equal to 2, then it will break from this particular loop. So when we do the break statement, the else will not execute. Okay, now we can see how the continue is working. Just let me copy and paste it here, and let me initialize x is equal to 0 here. Okay, so in the same way, if x is equal to 2, I just want to do a continue statement. So let me execute this. It says 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is printing everything because of this particular thing. Okay, if x is equal to 2, this has to be changed a little bit. Let me see, 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there. Okay, because of this print statement it is coming here. Okay, let me just do to work with this example. I am just rearranging the code little bit so that we will get a correct result. Okay, let me again initialize it, running it again. Okay, so here we can see that the 1 is printing, then when it is 2, okay, this will execute a continue statement. So rest of the things will not execute. So here we can't see the 2 here, then rest of the things will work as per the flow. Once the execution is done, it will go to the else block and it will say that execution is complete. Okay, so that's it. That's about the while loop. Okay, I believe, yeah. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.